During the 1933, the world grappled with the Great Depression, yet in France, the production of champagne continued. This inspector's specialized mask highlights the potential dangers inherent in the process. Champagne houses, established centuries prior, employed various measures, from meticulous tasting to protective gear, to ensure the quality and safety of their product. This commitment ensured that celebrations could continue even amid global hardship. Before aircraft became the dominant force, the seas were a battlefield. During the Great War in 1916, British artist Norman Wilkinson proposed a radical idea: dazzle camouflage. Instead of hiding ships, these bold, chaotic patterns aimed to confuse enemy U-boats. The goal was to distort the vessel's shape and direction, making it harder to target. Before the shadow of 1933 fell upon Berlin, this daring spectacle amazed audiences. A performer, a woman, shared a space with live crocodiles inside a vehicle shaped like an aquarium. It was a testament to the pre-war era's fascination with the exotic and the thrill of the unknown, a world that would soon be irrevocably altered. The Roaring Twenties faded as this performance took place, a call to service for a new era. This celebration, held in the heart of the nation's capital, represented the dawn of 1,000 days, a period of both promise and profound change. In 1922, these women embodied an ideal of beauty. This was an era before mass media dictated a singular standard. Notice the soft features, the natural hairstyles, and the focus on poise. This pageant, held over a century ago, reflects a time when beauty was defined by local values, not global trends, and offered a glimpse into a bygone age. The year 1956, Budapest, the Hungarian Parliament building, a symbol of a nation's struggle. Citizens emboldened had risen against Soviet control. This moment of defiance, lasting merely 13 days, would ignite international attention. The revolution, though ultimately suppressed, left an indelible mark, forever changing the landscape of the Cold War in the second half of the 20th century. In the year 1901, this image captures the infamous Wild Bunch. At the centre is Butch Cassidy, seated amongst his associates. These outlaws, active in the 1890s, became legendary figures of the American West. Their audacious train and bank robberies solidified their place in history, shaping the romanticized image of the gunslinger. The year 1956, Los Angeles Main Street bustled with the promise of a new era. Cars, shiny and chrome, filled the streets, a stark contrast to the horse-drawn carriages of just 50 years prior. This burgeoning city, once a sleepy pueblo, was rapidly transforming, embracing the future at an unprecedented pace. The dream of the West Coast was materializing, a beacon for those seeking opportunity. The year 1933. Cheers erupt as the long, dry spell ends. After 13 years of prohibition, Americans were finally free to drink legally again. Barrels of beer, like these, were a sign of jubilation. This image captures a moment of collective relief and a culture ready to celebrate the repeal of the 18th Amendment. The Roaring Twenties, now followed by a thirst that needed to be quenched. As the Second World War drew to a close in 1945, train stations became scenes of profound emotion. Here, at a Connecticut station, a young woman shares a kiss with a uniformed United States soldier. The war had touched every life, and this embrace symbolized the relief and joy of reunions after years of separation. The year 1945. A Soviet cipher clerk named Igor Guzenko, seen here shielding his face, defected to Canada. His actions exposed a vast Soviet spy ring operating in the West. Guzenko's revelations, which came at the close of the Second World War, helped ignite the Cold War, a decades-long struggle between two superpowers. In 1880, before its modern restoration, Stonehenge stood as a silent testament to a distant past. This ancient monument, constructed thousands of years before, was already drawing the curious. Though its purpose remained a mystery, it symbolized a link to prehistoric Britain, a time shrouded in the mists of legend and the echoes of an unknown people. A dazzling facade in 1913, the Casino de Monte Carlo, a jewel of Belle Epoque architecture, had already captivated the wealthy for nearly 5 decades. Before the First World War, this luxurious gambling palace became a symbol of opulence. Here, fortunes were won and lost amidst the extravagance. This was a place where European high society flocked, forever changing the principality's destiny. In London during the 1930s, policing took on many forms. This photograph captures a light-hearted moment, a constable judging an ankle competition. This unusual event reflects a changing society, embracing new forms of entertainment. The interwar period, a time of both hardship and joy, saw communities finding innovative ways to connect. The city of Paris in 1924. The Seine River swelled, forcing residents to navigate the flooded streets. Makeshift bridges of chairs became lifelines. This dramatic scene reveals a time of hardship but also resilience. This event became a significant reminder of the city's vulnerability to the unpredictable power of nature, forcing them to adapt and persevere. The year 1954, a stark image capturing a moment of tension. In the aftermath of World War II, the Cold War's shadow grew long. This photograph hints at the pervasive fear of nuclear annihilation that gripped the world. The atmosphere was one of dread, a feeling that would shape global politics for decades to come. The vibrant cityscape of Tokyo in the 1920s reveals a nation rapidly modernizing. After the Great Kanto earthquake of 1923, the city rebuilt itself, embracing Western influences. This bustling metropolis, already a beacon of progress, was on the cusp of a new era, an era soon to be interrupted by world events. The very spirit of the Showa period was taking shape. In 1929, thrill-seekers experienced a new kind of ride. What they called an auto-thriller offered an early taste of amusement park excitement. This concept, combining the novelty of the automobile with the adrenaline of a roller coaster, was an innovative spectacle. For a brief time, it redefined the thrill ride, hinting at the future of entertainment. Before the close of the 1960s, in the city of London, a 2-year-old artist explores a canvas. This moment, captured around 1968, reflects a burgeoning trend. Child-centered education, emphasizing self-expression, was gaining traction. These early experiences, viewed as playful at the time, would shape the creativity of a generation. The year 1940. These Dublin children, amidst the Cumberland Street slums, represent a generation scarred by poverty and hardship. World War II raged across Europe, but even before the conflict, Ireland's capital faced immense social challenges. Overcrowding, poor sanitation, and lack of opportunities defined their daily existence. This moment offers a stark reminder of the human cost of societal inequality. A £5,000 manta ray. Such feats were a testament to human daring. Before World War II, this marked the beginning of a shift in public attitudes towards the sea, showcasing its power and the growing ambition to conquer it. Before the brand's friendly mascot, there was a band of bibendum figures, captured here, performing for audiences. It was 1900. Michelin tires, newly unveiled at the Paris Exposition, were gaining popularity. The company cleverly used these musical performances to advertise their product. This image captures a time when advertising was more about spectacle than subtle suggestion. The drive-in movie theatre. Imagine families for the first time enjoying films from the comfort of their automobiles. This concept, born during the Great Depression, offered an affordable escape. By the late 1950s, thousands of these outdoor cinemas dotted the landscape, transforming leisure and family time for a generation. In 1905, amidst the industrial heart of Derbyshire, these young pit boys prepared for their shift. They represent a generation forged in the harsh realities of coal mining. Before the First World War, child labour was commonplace, a dark chapter in Britain's past. Their toil fueled the empire for 12 hours at a stretch. In 1935, beneath the bustling streets of Paris, a visitor descends into a chilling world. The catacombs, a vast ossuary, house the remains of over 6 million Parisians, relocated from overcrowded cemeteries beginning in the late 1700s. This woman, illuminated by candlelight, seems to find a strange peace amidst the macabre beauty of this subterranean city of the dead. The year 1939, a colossal space rock, the Willamette meteorite, takes centre stage. Discovered nearly 50 years prior, this behemoth, the largest meteorite ever unearthed in the United States, finally found its place. It was put on display at the American Museum of Natural History in New York, drawing crowds to marvel at its 5-ton weight and extraterrestrial origins. This display sparked scientific curiosity and public fascination, shaping how we understand our solar system. In 1926, Norma Smallwood became Miss America. The competition, established just 5 years prior, aimed to promote Atlantic City's tourism. Before the Great Depression altered the nation, pageants like these showcased an evolving American ideal of beauty and success. Smallwood's victory marked a significant moment in a burgeoning cultural phenomenon. Behold the Wizard of Electricity. In 1899, Nikola Tesla, a naturalized American, is captured within his Colorado Springs laboratory. He's seated near his imposing magnifying transmitter. This device, designed to transmit power wirelessly, was a radical concept for the era. Though it was never fully realized, Tesla's vision pushed the boundaries of what was then considered possible, influencing scientific progress for the next century and beyond. Focus on what this moment led to. The turn of the 20th century saw a rush of fortune seekers to Alaska. From 1899 to 1909, Nome became the epicenter of a gold frenzy. These hopeful prospectors, driven by dreams of wealth, shaped the future of Alaska. Their efforts fueled the territory's growth, transforming it into the state it is known as today. In 1954, a celestial event forever altered Anne Hodges' life. Dr. Moody Jacobs examines a large bruise on her side. This unusual injury resulted from a meteorite strike, an event that transformed Hodges into a one-of-a-kind case. The incident drew considerable attention and remains the only documented instance of a person being hit by space rock. The year 1936. A South Dakota farm, a scene of profound loss. The unrelenting drought and fierce winds of the Dust Bowl choked the land. Machinery, once symbols of progress, lay buried, rendered useless by the encroaching dust. This environmental catastrophe devastated communities across the American Midwest, forcing many to abandon their homes in search of survival. Shirley Temple, here celebrating her 8th birthday at 20th Century Fox, she reigned as America's leading box office draw. Her films provided much-needed escapism, offering hope to millions amidst hardship. This young star's success mirrored the public's yearning for optimism during a challenging era. Following the conclusion of the 1904 World's Fair, St. Louis citizens found a new use for Art Hill. Throngs of people embraced the winter chill, turning the grand landscape into a snowy playground. This joyous scene reflects the city's spirited recovery from the fair and the enduring community that flourished in the early 20th century. From the ashes of the Korean War 1950, a new soul began to rise. Myeongdong, once scarred by conflict, began its transformation. Today it's a global shopping destination. This area, once a battleground, exemplifies South Korea's remarkable journey to one of the world's richest economies in the span of 70 years. The bulldog, Venus, served as the official mascot aboard His Majesty's ship Vansittart during the Second World War. Launched in 1941, the destroyer saw action across the Atlantic and Arctic Oceans. Canines like Venus provided a much-needed morale boost to the crew during the long, often perilous voyages of the war. This image stands as a testament to the bond between humans and animals, even amidst the chaos of conflict. Unearthed from a collection of Los Angeles Police Department crime photographs, this image dates from 1952. The city, still grappling with the aftermath of World War II, was experiencing a surge in organised crime. This photograph, a relic of a bygone era, offers a glimpse into the underbelly of Los Angeles, a city forever changed by its past. In 1949, on Father's Day, these kindergartners embarked on a unique project. They were asked to draw their fathers from memory. Then, the children's artwork was juxtaposed against actual portraits. The results, as seen in Life magazine, offered a poignant glimpse into how children perceived their dads in post-World War II America, a period of rebuilding and renewed family values. 17-year-old Julianne Köps's survival is almost incomprehensible. In 1971, a plane was struck by lightning. At 2 miles, she plummeted, still secured to her seat. After the crash, alone in the Peruvian rainforest, she endured for 11 days. Her story remains a testament to human resilience. Here, in 1945, Sergeant Ronaldo J. Martini prepares for another grim battle. He rests amidst Japanese mortar crates on Iwo Jima, a volcanic island that became a symbol of the Pacific War. The 27th Marine Regiment, part of the 5th Marine Division, faced a brutal struggle. This brutal campaign, lasting over a month, was a pivotal moment, leading to the eventual defeat of Japan. A young boy, perhaps a product of the 1930s, proudly poses beside his unusual steed. This was a time when practicality often dictated a child's play. The Great Depression gripped the world, making a riding boar a resourceful, if unconventional, companion. Such images capture a bygone era's blend of hardship and ingenuity. In 1944, as the world held its breath, the Zipper news ticker in One Times Square blazed with the momentous news of D-Day. Thousands gathered, their faces illuminated by the urgent bulletins. This moment, on the 6th of June, marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany, a turning point in the Second World War. On a day in 1869, a momentous handshake occurred. At Promontory Summit, Utah, representatives from the Central Pacific and Union Pacific Railroads met. Their joining marked the completion of the first transcontinental railroad. This engineering feat drastically changed westward expansion, knitting the nation together and forever altering American commerce, transport and destiny. As the sun began its descent on the 6th of June, 1944, these British paratroopers of the 6th Airborne Division prepared for flight. They'd chalked their Horsa glider with defiant messages before the second lift. This daring nighttime assault, part of Operation Overlord, marked the beginning of the end, paving the way for the Allied advance across France. The Korean War, a brutal chapter in the early 1950s, saw American soldiers endure unimaginable hardships. Here, in 1951, we see captured US troops, prisoners of the communist forces. Following the armistice, 3,597 of these brave men finally came home, bearing the scars of their captivity. Their return signalled the beginning of a long, slow healing. In 1917, as World War I raged across Europe, Jeannette Rankin stood here, a beacon of hope. Representing Montana, she was the first woman elected to the United States Congress. Her voice, a powerful call for peace and suffrage, echoed from this very building, the headquarters of the National American Woman Suffrage Association. This moment foreshadowed decades of struggle, eventually culminating in the 19th Amendment. Young Mexican-American men, their distinctive zoot suits marking them, are being attacked by United States Navy sailors in Los Angeles. The riots, lasting several days, exposed deep-seated racial tensions. Sadly, it reflected a dark period of injustice within American society. Before the widespread use of automated pin setters, the task fell to young boys. This image, captured in 1914, shows these pin boys at work. The job, often filled by children, was physically demanding and low-paying. It was a part of a burgeoning leisure industry, a sign of changing times, paving the way for a pastime enjoyed by millions. The year 1973 brought the world to a standstill. An unprecedented oil crisis forced many nations to ration fuel. Here, in Amsterdam, a city usually teeming with cars, a motorless day unfolds. 4 horsemen now command the streets, a stark visual reminder of the economic turmoil. The world would never be quite the same after this moment. The year 1920, Hoboken, New Jersey, witnessed a solemn ceremony, a service for the fallen soldiers of the Great War who perished across the battlefields of France. This public memorial, a poignant reminder of the conflict, followed the armistice signed in November of 1918, but the grief lingered. The nation mourned its lost sons. "I'm not the enemy." It's a powerful symbol of a community navigating prejudice during World War II. A whimsical image from the 1920s. Street vendors showcasing their wares in a most peculiar fashion. This fellow, and likely many like him, sported suits absolutely plastered with peanuts. Before mass production, such displays were a clever way to advertise and maximize sales. This era saw the humble peanut transform from a niche crop to a beloved snack across the country. Before the days of electric alarm clocks, a working-class Londoner plied this unique trade. In 1929, this knocker-up earned a few pennies each week. With a long cane, they'd tap on windows and doors, ensuring their clients arrived at their jobs on time. This human alarm clock was a common sight during the early 20th century, a testament to ingenuity born from necessity. The Eiffel Tower, a symbol of Paris, saw a different spectacle in 1944. As Allied forces pushed towards the city, the tower's iconic iron lattice witnessed the liberation. For 4 long years, under Nazi occupation, the structure stood silent. Now the joyous cheers of the French people and triumphant soldiers echoed through the air, a promise of a new beginning after the Second World War. During the 1954 Wimbledon Championships, spectators ingeniously battled the summer sun. With no official headwear, resourceful fans crafted makeshift hats from newspapers. This moment captures a simpler time, a testament to British resilience and the enduring spirit of Wimbledon, a tradition established in 1877. The championships have continued for over 100 years. In September 1917, American soldiers marched past Buckingham Palace. This marked a pivotal moment in World War I, as the United States formally entered the conflict. The American Expeditionary Force's arrival signalled a shift in global power dynamics, eventually tipping the balance toward the Allies after nearly 3 years of brutal war, a pivotal moment in Indochina. Young Vietnamese fighters, some barely more than children, gear up for battle. Grenades dangle from their belts, a grim testament to the escalating conflict against the Viet Minh. This image captures the desperation and determination that fueled the fight for independence. Their struggle ultimately redrew the map of Southeast Asia, setting the stage for the battles that would follow in the coming decade. Amidst the grim realities of the 1860s, a Union soldier momentarily cast aside the war's weight. Circa 1863, photography was still a novelty, and the need for levity, even on the battlefield, was ever present. This light-hearted gesture, captured for posterity, offers a glimpse into the human spirit's resilience during a time of immense strife. It's a moment of pause amidst the 4-year-long conflict. In 1933, Hollywood's glamour was being quantified. Max Factor, a name synonymous with silver screen beauty, unveils his innovative beauty calibrator. This device promised to pinpoint facial imperfections with scientific precision. Factor, who arrived in America in the year 1914, understood that camera angles could make or break a star. This invention helped create the flawless looks of the era's iconic women, forever changing standards. In 1936, Christian Troelstrup, a Copenhagen clothier, sought to revolutionize advertising. He draped his building in over 1,000 coats. This daring display, a spectacle of color and volume, signaled a shift. The pre-war era saw businesses competing for attention, a trend that would only intensify in the years leading to the Second World War. It's the 1920s, a time of flapper dresses and newfound freedoms, but this image reveals another story. An independent woman, a travelling hairdresser, her business born of necessity and ambition. She's a testament to the entrepreneurial spirit that flourished after the First World War, reshaping society one hairstyle at a time. Painted on the glider's side, a bold message mirrored the paratroopers' resolve. This photograph captures British soldiers, their faces masked in camouflage, giving a final thumbs up before a perilous journey in 1944. They were heading toward France, reinforcing Allied forces. These brave men were about to participate in the invasion of Normandy. Before the advent of widespread internet access, in 1937, children adapted to learning through the radio. Driven by the polio epidemic, this new approach to education connected students to their classrooms, even when they were isolated. This method, born out of necessity, reflects a moment where innovation and community spirit converged, shaping educational practices for the future. The early 1970s saw the rise of extravagant fashion. Here, Gertrude Schilling, mother of the renowned milliner David Schilling, models a truly remarkable hat. Her son, a leading figure in the world of haute couture, would soon become famous for his bold designs. This is a glimpse of the family's flamboyant style, a symbol of a changing era. The year 1907. A horse, seemingly at play, clears a table laden with food. This image speaks volumes about the shifting landscape of warfare. No longer was it solely about grand strategies. Instead, it was a period of evolution in tactics and a time when animals and humans coexisted in ways we find surprising from today. In 1891, a portrait captured 10 tribal chiefs. This image reveals a pivotal moment in the waning years of the 19th century. These leaders, representing diverse communities, likely faced increasing pressures from westward expansion and the changing landscape of the American West. Their presence signifies both the strength and the fragility of indigenous sovereignty at this time. In 1962, a moment of cultural exchange unfolds. 2 young boys in Kenya, sharing knowledge passed down through generations. The year marks a time of transition, as Kenya was on the cusp of independence from British rule. These children embody the strength of their heritage, a vibrant culture persevering through change. Their shared lesson, a testament to the enduring spirit of community. The year 1910. In the cotton mills of Georgia, child labour was a brutal reality. These 2 young boys, no older than 10, balanced precariously. Barefoot, they navigate the thundering electric looms, their bodies tools of an unforgiving industry. This moment foreshadowed the long fight for labour reform that would finally begin to gain traction in the 20th century. Amidst the chaos of 1962 Venezuela, a Catholic priest offers solace to a mortally wounded soldier. Civil unrest, fueled by political tensions, had gripped the nation for several years. His actions stand as a stark reminder of compassion during a time of profound turmoil, offering a glimpse of humanity amidst the violence. Before the dawn of the 20th century, Los Angeles was rapidly transforming. This shot, captured in 1897, showcases Main Street, a central artery of a burgeoning city. Notice the horse-drawn carriages sharing the thoroughfare with early electric streetcars, a sign of the rapid technological advancement that would define the era. The transition from the 19th to the 20th century was happening right here. Amidst the horrors of World War I, a soldier from the 369th Infantry Regiment, also known as the Harlem Hellfighters, finds solace. Pictured here in 1918, he cradles a puppy, a small comfort amid the brutal reality. The Hellfighters, who served for 191 days in combat, faced both the enemy and deep-seated racial prejudice upon their return.